Nate here, shadetreerc. We got a new video for you. Surprisingly, not on the big stuff. Not on the 10 scale or short course. Guess what we're doing? 18 scale stuff. I got my special guest here, Jeff.
Hi.
He's a part of our race team also. He's going to be hanging out with us all summer long, doing some sprint car racing, doing some 10 scale racing. He's doing some short course stuff with us too. He's a new proud owner of the Arma Fury. So what we're going to do here now is 18 scale sprint cars. We're going to be doing smaller short course stuff. And way up here we got the Beetle. We're going to be doing some buyer beware things. We're going to be doing some, is it going to be price worthy? Are you going to have fun with it? Is it worth it? That sort of stuff. The sprint cars, when they first came out, they were this one. Rear motor mount. These were the Losi slider. Great vehicle. These things handled awesome. Huge wing up top. Very nice, very scale. Then Losi decided to step it up a little bit and went with this one, mid-motor mount. And this one, I've had some issues with handling. Jeff, you own one of these, don't you? Let me know what you think.
I own them both, and the one thing I can tell you is the second generation is way more realistic as far as a sprint car goes. If you're into oval track and dirt track and pavement racing, you know, way more realistic as far as the wings, the body, the driver inside, the stagger, the bolt-on headers. You know, like Nate said, the new one comes with the mid battery or the undercarriage battery entry. You know, the mid motor. All the guys that I know that have raced them, they prefer, as far as handling, the old school, the first generation. There's things you could do with the second generation to make them handle better. You know, makes them quicker, but realistically, if you can find a good deal on the first generation, which this is my baby right here, I prefer it. It's a little bit shorter, it's a little bit lighter, and I just find it to handle better. But this one looks a lot cooler.
I definitely agree. What Losi did was they definitely stepped up their game when they came out with this second generation. I mean, if you look at the difference here scale-wise compared to the wing, the length, everything was definitely a better move for Losi to go this way. And I would imagine with some tweaking and some better shocks and stuff, we could probably make this one run a little better.
Yeah, the second generation is way more realistic as far as a sprint car looks. And it's very, very cool. I mean, whether you buy the first generation, second generation, they're really cool. It's really fun. It's a lot of times it's wintertime, indoor, short track, you know, bumping, flipping, just having a good time with your buddies, kind of bashing them around.
And they do make a carpet tire for these also, so you can run these on the carpet indoor on an oval, which makes it very nice.
And there's a ton of, it's a smaller car, but there's a ton of add-ons you could do. There's different springs, there's different tires.
Much like on this car here.
Yeah.
We've got the aluminum shocks on this particular car, and it handles quite well.
The cool part about it is there's numerous batteries. You can step up, you can go brushless, you could go brushed. Just depends on the class, how fast you want it to go. I've found that with racing just in a normal class, with a normal brushed motor, with a good battery, you can actually outhandle and outdrive most of the guys that are trying to go wicked quick with the LiPo.
Something a little more to the track.
It comes down to you get your car planted and you can actually outdrive them. But is it fun to go fast? Absolutely. It's a blast. So, you know, get a couple of them in the backyard. You know, have one that goes wicked fast with your buddies. Pull the front tires off the ground. I mean, you know, whatever. But pavement, clay, dirt, sand, it's a whole lot of fun. There's a bunch of different tire combos. There's a bunch of different spring combos you could do. The wing is adjustable. The front wing is adjustable on the second generation. You know, you can paint your own bodies. I mean, it's endless what you could do with these cars. They're absolutely a lot of fun. And also 2 on the 18th scale, which is I really like. I haven't got a whole lot of experience with them, but is the late model. There's a ton of bodies. You know, you could do it. You know, this is a Monte Carlo body. I mean, there's old Camaro bodies. There's actually new dirt late model bodies that you could run.
There's actually a website, McAllister Bodies, online. You can go to them. That's where we got this Monte Carlo street stock body. And you can go to McAllister, and they have the Camaro, they have the Monte Carlo, they have dirt late models. They have endless bodies. So I will push McAllister any day of the week. And shipment's great. They come from, I believe, I want to say Idaho, somewhere around there, and it came to me in 4 days. So that's a great company. That body looks and it draws eyes every time I take it to the track. Everybody thinks it's great. You know, we've got a couple of other ones here. This is the 16th scale short course truck that's put out by Turnigy, which is a company from Hobby King. The first thing, I bought this truck for $60. It is very quick. These are not stock tires, but it came with a brushless motor, and it blew up in 5 minutes. So if buyer beware, like I told you on the other videos with Nitro RCX, buyer beware. When it's cheap, it's probably cheap. And much like when, you know, you and I have been racing big cars for a lot of years, when you buy junk, you usually get junk. So, you know,
get what you paid for.
Exactly. You know, we had to change the motor out. We put a take-on motor in it, which is a little bit better. Still not, you know, top dollar, but it's a much better motor. And we had a few issues with it, but the truck runs pretty good, and it's fun. Now, behind me, I have the Monster Beetle. Now, this is what they consider to be 16th scale. This thing is very much like the Kyosho. The control arms, the chassis, everything is much like it. With a LiPo in this and a brushless system, it's 4-wheel drive. This thing is a little pocket rocket. And they're fun, and for your kids, I mean, you can beat the crap out of this thing, and it runs real nice. You know, what do you think of the construction of that? I mean, that's pretty heavy duty.
As far as looks wise, I think it actually, I mean, it's really kick-ass looks wise. When you showed this to me, I just saw this thing for the first time tonight, but it's super heavy duty. It's got a real heavy platform on it. The tires are really nice. I like the small stuff. Nate's finally getting me into the bigger stuff, the stadium trucks, the buggies. You know, I've always been kind of a winter time indoor, you know, the pavement, the clay, running the smaller stuff, which is cool. And that's what this video is about. It's you know, summertime, you're outside. You know, you get the bigger scale stuff. You run your stuff outside. You know, we have an indoor, outdoor track. But in the wintertime when it's cold outside and you got limited space, these are really cool. Get together with your buddies.
In a garage, a barn, anything.
I mean, limited space. These are extremely cool to run. You can jump them. You can, you know, run an oval. You know, you could do it in a garage. You know, you get 5-6 guys together. You can run in the garage Saturday nights, whatever. You know, tell lies. You know, talk BS. Do whatever you got to do. But it's extremely fun. Summertime, you know, the bigger trucks, the bigger buggies. Absolutely outside, but in the wintertime, you know, the small scale stuff, this is the way to go. I mean, you could do it, you know, if you have a pavement garage, you can run these sprint cars in the pavement. You know, you can run the late models on the pavement.
2-car garage, anything.
Absolutely a blast, you know. So, I mean, it's just a good time. It's a good time to connect with people. It's a lot of fun with friends, and you know, just have fun with it.
Now, we get into this stuff, and then we look at, you know, a couple of the other ones, and we want to wrap it up a little bit here because we're getting a little long on the time here. But HPI has the HPI Recon, $99. Helion has the Animus, also a four-wheel drive short course truck. We've got plenty of nice trucks, RC cars that are out there on the market that are perfect for this smaller scale. The Animus line from Helion, which is available at Hobbytown USA, $99. They're great. They're waterproof. They're perfect entry level. But getting back to the Losi stuff, Losi's now come out with a 16 scale short course truck just like this, brushless, RTR for $169. And I really would love to see the 16 scale stuff, much like this one, take off, because I think it's going to be great for indoor, when it comes down to when everybody gets, tired of the 10 scale stuff. So, summertime's over, wintertime, break out the smaller stuff. I think it'll be great.
Well, it's a really good way to get your, us guys, we're big kids. It's a really good way to get your small kids involved in the sport. Get them in, give them some small stuff. You can play with it too, build it up, do what you got to do. But it's just a good way to get into the sport and have a good time with it. It's very inexpensive, and it's the way to go. So,
well, anyways, that's our little spiel on the 18 scale and 16 scale stuff. If you got any questions, remember, post it down below. I'm Nate.
I'm Jeff, shadetreerc. Check it out.
We'll see you next time.